So a lot of people don't know that I went through a lot of abuse while I was in the military. I went through a lot of physical, mental, emotional abuse. Where it was supposed to be anyway. But at that time, God had taught me how to handle my emotions when I was out in public. And then I would come home and I would just act a donkey in the house. Okay, I would go crazy. In the house, I was like, oh, I'd be yelling, screaming, crying, all this kind of stuff. But when I got out in front of them, the Holy Spirit would take control of me, so where I would not show my emotions, because he knew everything that they were trying to do to me while I was in the military. So a lot of times people would put their hands on me while I was in the military and nothing would be done about it. And I knew that I could not react, because I knew that the only thing the devil wanted to do was just get me in the situation. If he can get me in the situation, even though I was right, it still wouldn't matter. I will always be wrong, because there are so many people that were lying, because they have these witnesses where they lie for one another. And the Bible will tell you about that too. I just read a passage about they bribed the guards to lie and say the disciples came and stole Jesus' body. So they bribe people, and they have people that will lie for each other, right? So I knew that I could not get in the situation. So I took a lot of the abuse where people would put their hands on me and do stuff like that. And I would just stand there and I wouldn't say much. I wouldn't say anything, because I knew that as long as I did that, there was no situation to be had. So a lot of times what people don't realize, the devil just want to get you in a situation. If he can just get you in a situation to where it looks like you're a part of something, it doesn't really matter if you're right or wrong. He will always make it look like you are wrong to be able to do what he wants to do. So there's a situation where I sit there and I watch people, these women would come and they will always try to provoke me. When I say they would come, they will always try to provoke me. And I just be like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like, what is wrong with them? Like, why are they always trying to provoke me? I could be running up and down my street and they'll come onto the street and create a problem. So I'm going to call the police, say you harassing me just because I'm shaking my head. I'd be like, what? Am I nuts? Like, am I the one that's crazy? Like, how am I harassing you? And I've been standing outside running and you came on my street and all I did was shake my head. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even at you. So it was like all this provoking. So what happened was, every now and then I would react and I would be like, because I knew sometimes the cameras would be on and stuff like that. So every now and then I would react and I'd be like, no, I'm going to slap the hell out of her. I mean that. And I mean that because, I had taken so much. It had been years of abuse. So when I finally decided, I said, no, I'm going to slap the hell out of her. The moment she said something, I watched to see how they reacted, and they fell for it. Every time they came and they came to my street and they would try to provoke me into reacting. It wasn't, the fact that that I was going to put hands on her or whatever, but it didn't even matter. She wanted me to put hands on her because she just needed me to get in the situation. Once I was in the situation, then there was nothing that I can do. It would be all of their words against mine. So God would tell me, don't fall for that. You don't have to prove that you're tough. You don't have to put hands on anybody. Just walk away and let them continue to do them. And I had to start doing that.